Okay, good evening. Welcome to our program here on Inside Bicol. My guest for tonight is someone from the Philippine Army. This is my first time to have someone from our military service. My guest is a graduate of the Philippine Military Academy. He's a Bicolano. He finished at PMA Class 92. Let me now welcome our guest for tonight, also a Bicolano, Colonel Midel M. Aguilar, Philippine Army. Welcome, Colonel, sa programa namin dito sa Bicol, Inside Bicol. No? We're glad that you have given us this opportunity. As I've said earlier, this is the first time that we're having someone from the military service as our guest. So, welcome dito sa mga programa.
Sir, salamat po sa inyong mainit na pag-welcome sa kuya. This is also my first time to be interviewed sa Arugaining Garong TV. And then this is also my first time to be assigned in Bicol after 21 years in the military service. And I'm happy na yaon ako magdigdingon yan. At least makatabang man kita sa mga kababayan.
Okay. So siguro pag-ulayan tanong na, when did you enter the academy? And then, paano ka nakalaog dyan sa academy? And what made you decide to join the Philippine Military Academy?
It's a long story. Actually, dahil sa kuyang isip ko ito na maglaog sa PMA. Nainganyo lang ako dahil siyempre masyadong popular, masyadong glamorous yung paglaog sa military, especially if you will join PMA. That was in 1988 when I joined the academy. So I just took the exam and passed it, and I was not even thinking of surviving it.
Really?
But later on, na-realize ko na it was the dream of my father na hindi niya na-realize.
Was your father a military man?
No, he is a farmer. He was a farmer. Patay na siya ngayon. And so sa kuya, parang pinadagos ko so ambition niya. And later on, when I was already in the service, I learned to love what the military is doing. So here I am now.
Okay. They say that it's quite tough to, be studying at the academy, though there are a lot of perks. Sabi nga nila, get a chance to learn how to dance, how to, be a good sportsman. Ano mga experience mo dyan sa
siguro
Baguio?
masabi ko may mga success story at saka failure
Okay.
PMA sa akin. Failure na muna.
Okay, failure muna.
Hindi ako natutong mag-baile.
Ayyo.
But when it comes to other siguro sports, academic, igual makitang dakol na randuman. And yun nga, it's not very effective when I was already deployed after my graduation in 1992. So ang sakuyang assignment was in Mindanao. But kung sa pag-restoryahan ta kung ano ang buhay sa loob ng academy, difficult talaga if you are in the first year. Because ikaw ang pinaka-ababang ranggo duman. So you are the plebe. So pag plebo ka,
utos-utusan ka. Okay.
And mayroon tayong tinatawag na mga military karinyo militar.
Are you talking about hazing?
Karinyo militar na lang.
You don't use the word hazing, okay.
We don't want to use the word hazing. It's part of the training, karinyo militar, and then some siguro psychological challenges na dadaanan ka, especially that you will be far away from your family and you cannot go home for the first year, 1 year. And nakulon pa na ang academics is very challenging also because a lot of cadets are getting turned back or discharged from the academy because of academic. Mas dakol ang nawawala sa PMA because of academics,
not because of physical
challenges.
So after your graduation, you said that you were assigned in Mindanao. What specific area in Mindanao you were assigned?
My first assignment was in Santa Cruz, Davao del Sur, NPA area din yun. But in 1994, we were deployed in Carmen, Cotabato. So that was central Mindanao, and MILF dito sa west, NPA naman sa east. So we were actually confronting different threat groups.
Okay.
So from 1994 until 2002, I was in central Mindanao.
So you're the
And then after that, I was assigned at the General Headquarters at the Office of the Deputy Chief of Staff for Civil Military Operations. Nakapag-schooling din ako sa abroad. And then when I returned, again, balik ako sa Davao area. Doon naman sa Southern Mindanao region. Mostly naman ang kinoconfront namin doon ay New People's Army.
New People's Army. Okay. Now, you start as a second lieutenant, I understand, di ba? And then, anong sumusunod ng mga ranks niya?
So, pag graduate po sa PMA, ang rango mo tulos dyan is second lieutenant.
Second lieutenant.
And then after 3 years, I was promoted to first lieutenant.
Okay.
Another 4 years, I was promoted to captain.
Captain.
Then another 4 years to major. And then 5 years lieutenant colonel.
5 years lieutenant colonel. Okay. So that's good. At least you have gone through the ranks. Okay. What was the specific job that you were involved with? Aside from, of course, siyempre may mga labanan dyan. Is there a specific assignments that you have been trained? Anong particular field?
Nung fresh graduate ako, automatic po yung operations.
Operations yan. So that means
you will be deployed there in the field with your troops. I was a detachment commander of a very faraway detachment. It will take you around 8 hours to reach that place by foot.
By foot.
Dahil wala mang kalsada duman. And it's really eye-opening sa muya na mahiling mo ang sitwasyon kan mga tao duman sa ararayong lugar. And you will understand why these people are easily recruited by the other side. And then later on, I was assigned to intelligence job.
Intelligence.
That was in 1998. So 6 years after graduation. That time I was in Central Mindanao, Carmen, Cotabato. And doon naman test yung ating pagiging, sabi nga nila, analyst. Or dapat marunong kang mag-assess ng situation sa paligid mo. Okay. For you to know kung ano ang plano kan. And during the time also, it was the time na nagkakaigwa kita ng all-out offensive against the MILF during the time of President Joseph Estrada.
Okay.
So we were actually deployed in the area and trying to quell the rebellion of the MILF.
Okay.
Then after that, napunta na po ako sa General Headquarters. Yun nga, umupo ako as branch chief ng Civic Action Branch. And then later on, I was sent abroad for schooling. Doon po sa Fort Bragg, sa John F. Kennedy Special Warfare Center sa North Carolina to take the Civil Affairs and Psychological Operations course.
Well, they say that you have shifted on your strategy or your campaign, that before it was more of fighting, now it's more of assisting. Ano ba yan? Can you tell me more about it? Ano ang policy direction ngayon?
Right now, what we have is the IPSP Bayanihan, Internal Peace and Peace and Security Plan Bayanihan. And this plan has been in effect since 2011. Now, this is actually a paradigm shift. Dati kasi puro lang kita combat operation. But this time we are now focused on looking after the well-being of the people. Kaya ang duwang strategic approaches ng IPSP Bayanihan, first is that we are people-centered. Gusto sabihin, bago ang gabos, hilingin mo na ang kapakanan kan sa tuyang mga tao. After all, I think it's very clear in the Constitution that the mandate of the military is to protect the people and the state. And for us to be able to do that, we have to reach out to civil government agencies, to the local government units, and even civil society organization, because we don't have the resources to solve or to bring the right intervention to the people. Kasi nga, ang insurgency is not a purely military problem. Nagiging military problem lang ito because there is an uprising or there is some group of people that are rising in arms against the government, and so we have to suppress them. Otherwise, they will affect other people or they may cause harm to other people. So, nagiging problema lang yan pag arog-akaan ng sitwasyon. But mainly, insurgency and the insurgents are being recruited because of problems that are beyond the capability of the military to solve, such as economic, social, political. So sa moya, ngunyan, this, as I've said, this is a paradigm shift because it's not that we are forgetting our core capability to fight, but we are using different strategy to solve a specific problem, and it is very important for other people to participate in solving this insurgency because we cannot solve this alone.
Okay. Do you think there's a change now in the perception of the common tao that alam mo baga kaya ito ang sabi pag nagsakyada nga si mga army dyan sa kabukiran o ubos na nga si mga manok dyan, si mga kanyan, si mga karakaninda, ano bang experience nito ko yan? Because that seems to be parang nag-iba ng perception ng mga tao. Do you still have, is the military now that really that discipline na nagbago ang perception?
Primero, nung aki pa ako, na naranasan ko na makairiba ang mga militar kahit duman sa moyang lugar dyan sa Libon Albay because I came from that municipality. And I also came from a very poor family, from a very remote place, barangay, which is Linao. And during that time, mahiling mo talaga yung reputasyon kan military medyo ababa. Not respected by the people, minsan kinakatakutan. So sa madaling sabi, arayo ang puso kan tao sa mga military. But gapos naman niya nagbabago. Slowly we are professionalizing our ranks. I cannot say na talagang totally professional na tayo, but at least we have a direction. We are pursuing that direction towards professionalism. And I can say na we are more than halfway towards that direction.
Okay. We will pause for a while. When we return, we shall continue with our discussion here with Colonel Aguilar. So don't go away. We will be back.